I'm going to take you through a little trip into the grocery store and show you scenarios where you're going to need to use some proportions to figure stuff out. I took this picture at the local supermarket and we have Tide versus Gain. Now, Tide costs $11.50 for 2.72 liters, whereas Gain is $12.08 for 2.95 liters. I'm getting a little bit more in terms of volume. But what is the better deal? We need to use some proportions to figure that out. Now, it's easy to say at first that this is the better deal because it's cheaper. It's $11.50. But that would be very naive to do and to say because, look, they're not the same amount. If they were both 2.72 liters, then you could say, yeah, that's cheaper and this is more money. But they're not the same amount. One is 2.72 and one's 2.95. So what do? How do we figure this out? Remember unit rates a few lessons back? We can use that to make them the same amount of liters. Make them all unit rates. So let's organize our work. Let's put Tide. Let's do that first. And let's write the ratio down. We have $11.50, and that's for 2.72 liters. How much is it? Now, this is kind of like, well, it's not kind of like, it is. This is our known ratio. We know this. What's our unknown? How much is it for 1 liter? We need to find the unit rate. If this doesn't make any sense to you right now, go back and watch the unit rate videos. Let's quickly do this. We had to divide by 2.72 to get this to turn into that. So we can divide the top number by 2.72 as well. Let's do it on here. We have 11.5 divided by 2.72. We get 4.23 because that 7 here beside the 2 is bigger than 5, so it rounds them up. So we have 4.23, and it's dollars because dollars lines up with dollars, liters with liters. So 1 liter of this stuff is going to cost $4.23. Let's quickly do the one for Gain. We will write Gain. And we know our known ratio is $12.08 for 2.95 liters. That's our known ratio. But we want to figure out how much it costs. How much does it cost for just 1 liter? That way they will both be 1 liter each. So quickly punching this in, we had to divide this by itself. Anything divided by itself makes a liter. Divide this by the same number. Punch it in the calculator. 0.8 divided by 2.95. And we get 4.09. $4.09, so $4.09 for 1 liter. This Tide is $4.23 for 1 liter. It's a little bit more pricey. This is pricey. This is cheaper. Not much cheaper, but hey, if you're saving money, you know, every penny counts. You don't want to get ripped off, especially if they work the same way. And well, this has Febreze in it, and this one just naturally smells great. So, you know what? I think they work about the same way. Why not get the cheaper one? This one here looks cheaper, but they're fooling you. Remember how marketing companies work. They will try to fool you by giving you a cheaper price than the competition, but you're getting less. And if you're not aware of this stuff and how to figure this stuff out, you might get ripped off. Then you march over to the seafood section and you see lobsters on sale for only $5.88 per pound. And the question asks us that it states that if we bought 9.3 pounds of lobster, how much will it cost? cost. Whenever you do these, remember, you got to go known, find your known ratio, and write it down. What do we know? We know whatever the poster tells us. We know that it's $5.88. For how much? For a pound. For this. Let me do this in blue. For 1 pound. 1 LB. Pound. Then you find, or you write down, your unknown ratio. The unknown ratio is how much? How much will it cost? So we'll put a dollar sign and we'll put, I don't know, question mark. For 9.3 pounds. For 9.3 lbs. Pounds. And we put equals in between them. And now look at this. What do we do to the 1 to make it 9.3? Right. We times it by 9.3. So we times the numerator by 9.3. And we get 5.88 multiplied by 9.3, 54.68. So $54.68 for 9.3 pounds. If you paid $32.56, that's how much you paid. How many pounds of lobster did you buy? How many did you buy if you paid this much? Start it the same way. Give me the known ratio. What do we know? We know whatever's in the poster. We know that $5.88 is for 1 pound. Now you get your unknown. What's the unknown ratio? How many pounds? Question mark LBS. How many pounds for that much money? Now I did something wrong here. What did I do wrong? Yes, I wrote pounds on the top, but look what's on the top here. There's dollars, so I need dollars on the top. So I have to quickly go back and erase this. And this will happen when you're learning how to do proportions because it just happens. So we're going to write how many pounds for $32.56. Now, how do we do this? Let's look at the top numbers. We went from 588 to 3256. What did we multiply by? I don't know, and I don't want to think about it. I'm going to use the shortcut, which is called cross multiply and divide. I know math teachers, a lot of them hate teaching it, but it does work, and use it whenever you want to use it. Find the two diagonal numbers, which are these two. They're diagonal, and multiply them. Now, we know that's going to make 32.56. Okay, then you take that answer and divide it by the leftover number, which is that one. So we're going to take 1 times this makes 32.56, and then divide it by $5.88. Get 5.54, because the 7 over here rounds the 3 up, pounds. So if you paid $32.56, that means you bought 5.54 or about 5.5 pounds of lobster.